All right, welcome. We are right on the edge of a brand new era in AI, but there's this one huge problem that's been kind of holding everything back. So today, we're going to crack open a new blueprint that might just solve it and totally change the game for how we build the next generation of AI.
So, you've probably seen AI do some pretty cool stuff, right? Like it can write a poem in seconds or answer some obscure trivia question. But what about something bigger? Something with a bunch of moving parts? Could an AI actually plan your entire vacation? I'm talking booking the flights, finding the hotels, and even mapping out your daily itinerary. Can it do that?
Well, the answer is a big yes, it absolutely can. And the secret sauce is something we call AI agents. Now, this isn't your average chatbot that just waits for a question and gives you an answer. No. An AI agent is a whole different beast. It can look at a situation, come up with a plan, and then actually take action to get a goal accomplished.
Okay, so here's the catch. For a while now, building these things has been, well, a bit like the Wild West. It's been chaotic. Every research team was doing its own thing, using different names for different parts, building different structures. It made it almost impossible for anyone to work together, to build on each other's work, or even to really figure out what was going on under the hood.
And this image right here? This is a perfect picture of that old way of thinking. I mean, look at it. It's a tangled web, isn't it? The parts for planning, for memory, for taking action, they're all just bleeding into one another. There are no clear boundaries. So you can imagine trying to build something like this, let alone improve it, was a total headache. Just super inefficient and way too complex.
So, to finally bring some order to all of this chaos, a group of researchers came up with a brand new framework. Honestly, you can think of it like this. They took the messy, back-of-the-napkin sketch and turned it into a proper, professional architectural blueprint for building these AI agents.
And what's so cool here is you can see the difference side by side. I mean, it's night and day, right? On the left, you've got that tangled mess we were just talking about, but on the right, that's the new model. It's clean, it's organized, and you can see it has this one single central part that's running the whole show.
So that central component, that new keystone, it's called the core agent. And this right here is the big idea. It's basically the brain, or even better, think of it as the project manager for the entire AI agent. It gets the main goal, and then it's its job to coordinate all the other pieces, the language model, any special tools, the data, to make sure the job actually gets done.
All right, so we've got this core agent. Let's pop the hood and see what's actually inside. How does this thing think? Well, it's not just one big block. It's actually more like a well-oiled team of 5 different specialists, all working together.
So let's do a quick meet and greet with the team. First up, you've got the planning module. This is your strategist, the one that breaks a big, scary goal down into small, manageable steps. Then there's memory, the team's archivist, which remembers past conversations so it can learn and get smarter. You also have the profile module. Think of it as a personality coach, which helps the AI understand its role. And of course, the action module, which is the doer, the one that actually gets out there and uses tools to make things happen.
And finally, there's a super important new member of the team, one that was often just missing before, the security module. This is the agent's built-in guardian. Its only job is to watch over everything, prevent bad stuff from happening, protect your privacy, and just make sure the agent is operating safely. This is a massive, massive step forward for building AI we can actually trust.
Okay, but it gets even cooler. This whole blueprint isn't just a one-size-fits-all thing. The researchers knew that. Just like in any real team, you need different kinds of players for different jobs. So they came up with 2 distinct types of agents. Think of them as the manager and the specialist.
And the difference between them is really the key here. On one side, you have the active core agent. That's your manager. It's got the whole team inside, all 5 modules. It can plan, it has a memory, it makes the big calls. Then, on the other side, you have the passive core agent. That's your specialist. It's super lean, stripped down to just 2 parts, action and security. It can't plan or make decisions on its own. Its job is just to take orders and execute them perfectly. So here's a look at that manager, the active core agent. You can see it's the full package. It has all those internal modules we talked about, planning, memory, the whole crew. This lets it handle all the complex stuff, juggling the language models, the outside tools, and talking to you. It's the one orchestrating everything. And now, here's the specialist, the passive core agent. See how much simpler it is? It's lean and totally focused. It gets an order, its action module just does that one thing, and the security module makes sure it's done safely. That's it. No planning, no memory,
Just pure, efficient action.
Okay, so we've got a manager and we've got a team of specialists. The big question is, what's the best way to put them together? How do you assemble the perfect AI team to build the most powerful systems?
Well, it turns out the real magic isn't in picking one or the other. What the researchers discovered is that the most powerful, the most efficient, and the most scalable setup is actually a hybrid team, one that combines the unique strengths of both types of agents.
And this is what that AI dream team looks like. They call it the one active, many passive architecture. And it's actually really simple to understand. You have one manager. That's your active agent, who's in charge of the whole operation. It understands the big picture. Then it delegates all the small, specific jobs to a whole team of specialists, the passive agents. So you might have one specialist for booking flights, another for searching the web, another for analyzing data. It's just a brilliant model, super efficient, easy to grow, and just incredibly powerful. Now look, you don't even have to take my word for it. The researchers who came up with this literally said, and I quote, that this hybrid, one active, many passive setup is the optimal setup for LLM-based agents. Basically, they're saying, this is the best way to do it. This is the blueprint.
So what's the big takeaway here? What does this all really mean? Well, this whole framework finally gets us out of the wild west of AI design. It gives developers a clear, secure, and scalable blueprint to build the next generation of AI. We're talking about moving beyond AI that can just talk to us and into an era of AI that can actually do things for us safely and reliably.
And that leaves us with one last really exciting thought to chew on. For the very first time, we have a standard way to build not just one AI agent, but an entire team of them, all working together in a coordinated way. So the question is, now that we have the blueprint for building these AI teams, what are the huge, complex problems we're going to ask them to solve next? Curing diseases? Tackling climate change? The possibilities, thanks to a clear plan like this, feel more real than they ever have before.